Oh, what's up, guys? GotDave here, and I wanted to talk about like the reliability of bikes versus people's opinion of the reliability of those bikes, because especially with KTM, I want to kind of touch on that just because I own a KTM and I love my KTM. I think it's a great bike. I've had nothing but good times on it and no problems to speak of, really. I hear a lot of people, like different motovloggers, they'll be like, yeah man, I really want to get a KTM, but I'm not sure about the reliability, and I've heard a lot of stuff about them, you know, not being reliable, and it's like, I don't know, man, like, I just don't know what to tell you. You know, honestly, here's my belief, is nowadays, okay, the way that bikes are made and the way that things are manufactured, like the CNC manufacturing processes that we have and the coatings that they put on different things, and it just makes stuff super precision, and it makes stuff work good and last a long time, and it in general just makes stuff really reliable. So it's my opinion that whether you buy a Honda or a Yamaha or a Suzuki or a Kawasaki, which are, you know, like the Japanese bikes that are known for their reliability, or whether you buy a KTM or a Husqvarna or a Beta, or you know, like any of the different brands that, you know, are not Japanese and not considered totally reliable for some reason. I don't know what the deal is, you know, that like a long time ago when I bought my Aprilia, okay, I bought my Aprilia Dorsoduro, started riding it around, and everyone that saw me on that bike or saw that I bought that bike, they were like, oh man, that's an Italian bike? Good luck, dude. Yeah, I've heard, like, you know, like that Italian stuff, it's not very reliable. And I didn't have any problems with that bike as far as reliability goes, you know, like it never once stranded me anywhere. It never, you know, like I never went to like leave like to go ride and it didn't start or anything like that, you know. It was a good, reliable bike. So that is honestly my opinion of reliability, is just that it has to do with how you treat it, how you take care of it, you know, like, do you do the maintenance when you should? Do you warm it up, you know, like just cruise like the first like 10-15 minutes of your ride, like, and let your bike get warmed up before you actually floor it in every single gear, you know, like what are you doing, you know, like, to that bike? Are you being nice to it, or are you freaking hurting it? I'm gonna split the fuck up here, because if you're hurting it and then it starts treating you like shit because of that, then who are you to complain? You know what I mean? Like, if you're beating the crap out of it and then it starts malfunctioning, that kind of, it's like a cause and effect to me at that point. You know, it's pretty much like you caused that. You made that problem. So treat your stuff nice, maintain it well, and I believe that all bikes nowadays are reliable. And honestly, I have only got one story to tell you about a non-reliable bike, and honestly, I think a lot of times you won't hear from the owner of an unreliable bike that it is unreliable, just because they don't want to look like an idiot for buying the thing, you know. So they're not going to tell you the truth. You know, they're going to be like, oh yeah, it's pretty good, you know. They just don't want to look like a fool. But this one guy, I saw he had an MV Agusta, and it was like the crotch rocket one. I don't know if it was the F3 or the F4. It was one of those, and it was gold. Dude, it was like a bitchin' bike, dude. It was beautiful. And I'm looking at the thing, you know, like just standing there drooling, looking at the bike, and go for it. And he goes, can you believe I've only been able to ride that thing 800 miles in 2 years? And I go, whoa, what do you mean been able to? And he goes, man, he goes, I'll ride it for like, you know, like a weekend, and then like the next time I go to ride it, it won't start. And he's like, it won't just be like a dead battery or something, it like really won't start. And he's like, I'll have to like take it to the dealership, and it'll be like something like like the ECU is burned up, and they have to like order a new one and like install it and do all this crap. And then he's like, you know, and then I'll ride it for like another 100 miles and then something else will happen to it, and I'm just like, dude, are you serious? Like that, I don't, you know, like it's almost hard to believe, like for me, like with my theory of how reliable bikes should be nowadays, that just blew me away, you know, because he's like, I've owned this bike for 2 years and I've been able to ride it for 800 miles. It's actually been out of the shop for 800 miles in 2 years. And I was just like, holy hell, you know, like that is the curse, dog, you know, like I can't believe they wouldn't lemon law something like that. That is terrible, dude. I guess they wouldn't lemon law it if every single time it's a different problem, but talk about a piece of crap, you know, talk about a pile of crap motorcycle if that's the experience that you're getting from owning that thing. But that is the only bike that I have ever heard that about, and I have mentioned that story to other people and they've been like, oh yeah, MV Agusta, I've heard some shit about them. But I don't know, who knows, maybe with the way that I care for bikes and the way that I ride my bikes, you never know, maybe I'd buy one and it would be like the best thing in the world. So who knows. But that is my theory, is that don't limit yourself to the Japanese bikes thinking that anything else you get is going to be a pile of crap and it's going to leave you stranded on the side of the road. Because I've been riding this KTM for freaking 2 years. No, I'm just kidding. And it's never once left me anywhere. It's never once let me down. So, you guys take it easy. Have a great day. And I will talk to you later.